Okay. I don't even know whether this is working right. Y'all, I'm trying something out. Just to go live on here for a little while I'm taking this ride out to Tennessee. I'm going to wait until somebody can see me to verify whether or not anybody can hear anything I'm saying. I know this truck can get a little bit loud, so let me know if you can hear anything I'm saying. As y'all coming in here, just verify for me if you could that y'all can hear. Okay, so people coming in telling me they can hear me. Now, I'm chilling right now, just sitting here because I need to hype me a black real quick before I get this drive going. And I wanted to come in here and just, shoot the shit with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't did no Instagram live in a while. I really no type of live really. I need to get I need to do a live on my Patreon soon. Let me give people a couple more minutes to get in. I ain't gonna wait all day because I'm just gonna be shooting the shit with y'all. We're gonna talk about some of this relationship shit that I'm seeing out here as it pertains to a couple famous people, and we're gonna talk about that dynamic. I'm going to be breaking that dynamic down. We're going to have a realistic worker class, perspective about this thing, because I feel like we be letting ourselves get too far into depths and realms that we don't even belong in. And I think that holds us back a lot of times. And I do want to talk about that. So, I'll give people a few more minutes to get in here before we get into it on this motherfucker. Y'all bear with me because once I start driving, it may get a little bit louder, but that's why I put the headphones on. I'm not going to talk about the Black Panther movie on here. I'm going to do that on my Patreon. I'm not going to talk about the Black Panther movie at all on here. That's going to be something that's exclusive for members of my Patreon. We'll be getting to that this week at some point. We're going to do that. So it's coming. It may not be a live video. It may just be a video. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be on my Patreon. Right now, all I'm going to be talking about is this relationship shit as it pertains to two examples I'm going to be using. The ones that get the most commentary is going to be a one Lori Harvey and a one Russell Wilson. So I'm going to be dealing with both of those. As far as the relationship dynamic is concerned. If y'all want some pro-black, super pro-black shit, y'all gonna have to wait. We're gonna get into that on my Patreon. We're gonna get into the movie review of Judas and the Black Messiah on my Patreon as well. So this ain't the one for that. We just gonna be shooting the shit for a minute. Now I just told y'all that, so don't be in here trying to force me to be on some shit. All right, just listen to the shit I do have to say, because I want to talk about this, but I feel like this is important, and particularly with black folk. This is very important because I feel like this is affecting the relationships that black men and women have with each other. I feel like it's fucking up the expectation a lot of time as well, because we're continuing to look outside in this world of money to get, how we gonna set our shit up out here as far as regular people is concerned. And I'm seeing a lot of people talk about this shit, man, and some of y'all are not gonna like what I have to say. That's typical when we're talking about relationships. But understand, like, the way motherfuckers is going at this Lori Harvey lady, like, I don't get it. The way dudes be going at Russell Wilson, I don't get it. Especially when we look at us and who we are and how we are. And typically these gonna be regular people. Like, you work, but there is something about us, I know what it is, a celebrity worshiper in us, in many of us, not me, of course, but it's a celebrity worshiper in us that makes us look to these famous people's relationships and consider that goals for your regular ass self. You talking about motherfuckers as millionaires, and you setting up your regular ass self, which then again, I'm not saying regular to degrade anybody. I'm regular too. Like, this is just talking about, I'm not no multi-millionaire, I'm regular. I'm working right now. I'm about to be driving this truck. This is what I do. I'm regular. So I'm not going to be taking my beats and cues from rich people as to how I conduct my relationship. That just don't make sense. But that's what we're doing. And we have all these opinions about what these rich people are doing in their relationships. And then many of us will try to mimic these things in our own relationships, which causes a lot of problems, to say the least. You know, there is a big market right now, and particularly because everybody knows that y'all weak. Let's just be real. Let's just, take all of the mysticism out of this thing. I ain't got nothing for sale. Y'all weak. And everybody knows it, so that's being taken advantage of. You have these so-called relationship coaches that's coming out here to tell y'all how to get in relationships, how to succeed at relationships, and run this game on y'all like they know the goddamn answers. When fact of the matter is, the answers could be different depending on what fucking day it is. Depending on what month it is. The answers could be different. But typically they making their business off of telling men how to get pussy and women how to secure them some dick. Because let me tell you something, like, grown people, this is all people think about. Even though I think that's sad, I think it holds us back as a people, this is all people think about. That's it. This is what people give most of their, attention to, is relationship shit. Love and, the lack thereof and, all this extra ass shit. That's all people care about. That's it. And this market that we've created out here is having people take advantage of us for that. And what they not telling us is the truth. Because the truth will fuck the game up. The real truth will fuck the entire game up. That's why nobody want to tell it. It won't be no need to come back and get all these multiple sessions of advice. It won't be no need for that. So, see, the game is that these motherfuckers play just like a therapist play. A therapist or a psychologist, they make their money off of treating your ass. Just like we know that pharmaceutical companies do. They make money off of treatment. Because to tell y'all the truth would take away the business. Business will be over if they told y'all the truth. Fact of the matter is, good chance that you ain't worth a fuck. Good chance, okay? Now, it's not your fault you ain't worth a fuck, really. It's because you're a product of social engineering. That's what happened to you. Your ideas, your relationship goals, products of social engineering. Therefore, you're trying to follow a path of somebody who you don't even know whether they shit working good or not. Remember that time when y'all was sitting around acting like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith was relationship goals? Y'all remember that? I was here. I remember that shit. Everybody was like, Will and Jada, they just been together for so long and everything cool. Come to find out, all of a sudden, when you find out how they shit really laced up, oh, nah, man, I can't believe Jada doing that, man, like that. Then all of a sudden, the goals changed. Because we look at shit and we just want to be a part of it regardless of knowing what work does it take, what agreements do these people have together, what do they sit down and talk about as far as how their relationship is going to run. And the fact that these motherfuckers rich. These motherfuckers be rich, y'all. Your situation ain't gonna work like theirs. The stress that you gonna have that a lot of people will take out on their significant other, it's gonna be different. It's gonna not look the same. Not gonna look the same as these rich motherfuckers. So y'all trying to mimic y'all's romantic life off these rich motherfuckers, and you're not in that situation, so your shit gonna end up fucking up. Because you trying to mimic what somebody look like in some pictures. And then y'all on Lori Harvey, like everybody want to call this lady a hoe and all this shit. She for the streets and this lady. Now, I don't know this lady. One thing I've observed about this lady is that she moves, okay? She moves. She moves from person to person, and she don't really give a fuck how nobody feel about it. And I can't knock her for that. People acting like that's a new concept that pretty women swap niggas out. That's new? I didn't know that was new. I thought that shit been happening since I was in motherfucking high school. Pretty women will swap a nigga out. It is what it is. Pretty women that's up on that level, they get away with some shit. I thought this was normal shit. I didn't know that this lady would be singled out as some type of, like she's the example. I seen somebody made a post that said, well, Lori Harvey is showing us how to really date and not settle for, blah, 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 and blah. Now see, this is a slippery slope for women because you can be like Lori Harvey and swap these niggas out. But when it come time for somebody to take you serious, they may look back on your track record and be like, bitch, you sucked 10 dicks last year. I don't want no parts of that. And you gotta respect that. Because you said you wanted to be able to date out loud. You wanted to be able to swap niggas out loud as much as you want to. And I agree with that. I'm not the type nigga that's gonna care what the fuck you did last year. That's not me. But a lot of men ain't like that. They give a fuck what you did last year. They're affected by what you did last year. They're affected by that. So therefore, you can't be out here Lori Harveying it up like you like that. You can't do that. You can do that, but be ready to deal with the consequences of what comes with that. You see? And that's the part that women, they kind of want to bogart niggas into, accepting women that they wouldn't normally accept. That's what women trying to do. Well, I should be able to be a hoe and run my pussy left and right and get any man I want. Okay. Okay. Is that what if you really think it's going to work like that? Okay. It may work like that in some places, but it's not going to work like that in others. And then y'all women that are big up in Lori Harvey, a lot of y'all don't look like that. Can we be real? Because here's another issue that I'm having. It's almost like we create these facades. You don't look like that. Okay? And this is not something I'm saying to be mean. This is not something I'm saying to degrade anybody. You don't look like that. Therefore, you can't run around here acting like that. The girl that made the post said, well, she getting all these upper class men, which is basically just men with money. That's all she's saying. Well, she's getting all these men with money. And she is. But she looks a certain way. You're regular. You work at customer service up at the goddamn bank or something. You can't live a Lori Harvey life. You're not going to be able to do it. And this is where I feel like a lot of relationships are suffering now because of social media, because of these unrealistic expectations that are being set off other people's lives, other people's lifestyles. And poor Russell Wilson. Oh my God, this man is the epitome of what a cornball, lame, bitch-ass nigga is. This is what men have made him. Him and Sierra's marriage has been used by women as, well, I want me a Russell Wilson ass nigga, and has been used by men to say, hey, bitch, I was a Russell Wilson ass nigga, and you busted it wide open for Future. Like, it's sad, really, what y'all be doing out here. Like, it's sad how y'all use these people's relationship to come up with examples of, what the fuck you want in your life. But if you remember, for a while, motherfuckers was asking what Sierra's prayer was. Y'all remember that? She prayed and God sent her exactly what she wanted. And, I'm not hating on that, even though I don't believe God did that or nothing. Y'all know I don't believe in God, but I'm not hating on the process, right? You made a mistake by fucking with a boy that you wasn't really trying to fuck with like that. You got the complete opposite of that boy. He done came in. Now he raising a son that's not his, and he's stepping up to the plate. He got kids with her of his own, and niggas be hating on this boy. Like him being a cornball or a lame really matters. Now, to me, I don't see how that matters. Being a cornball or a lame, I mean, it only matters if it stops you from getting the woman you want. It didn't stop Russell Wilson from getting the woman he wants. So I don't know why y'all bringing up his corniness. Like, I do believe he a corny ass nigga. I done heard him talk. You know what I'm saying? I done heard him talk and do interviews and call himself being funny and shit. He not really, you know. But I'm not about to single him out as the cornball nigga when he got what he want. He got what he want. He got the woman he want. He seems happy, so I can't call him a cornball. That's impossible. To me, the nigga that's a cornball is the one that's arguing with his woman every single day that can't find no peace in his relationship. That's the cornball nigga right there. I've been that type of cornball before in my life. Arguing with bitches. Thought that was what I was supposed to be doing. Not content, not happy. This bitch getting on my nerves every day. I thought that was what I was supposed to be doing. To me, that's corny. We almost 40 fucking years old now. That's cornball shit. It ain't got much to do with how you wear your clothes or you laughing at your own stupid ass jokes. I mean, we understand that's some cornball shit, but if that motherfucker got a woman that he can get along with, then he doing better than most motherfuckers. If he's in a relationship where he not having to be at odds with the person that he fucking with, then he doing better than most motherfuckers, cornball or not. But see, we be focused on the wrong shit. Motherfuckers using his relationship to make an example about who the fuck they are. Or what the fuck they want. Families, but I mean, at least they go in with their eyes wide open. They understand what they're getting themselves into. Too many people feel like they're unique. I feel like that's a big problem. Too many of us feel like we just unique, we special, you know. We done been through these different... Oh, we back. My shit broke weak. Y'all know, like I said, I'm driving, so I'm at the mercy of wherever the fuck I'm at the time. So y'all bear with me, that shit might go out. I'll give people time to come back. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me again. Let me know if you can see me again. And y'all know I ain't gonna be able to read all y'all's comments like that because I am out here driving. And even though it's a Sunday, I mean, the streets ain't real heavy right now, but motherfuckers liable to want to kill your ass when you out here. I'll tell you that much. They don't give a fuck what you got to do tomorrow. They liable to take you out this bitch. So just let me know if y'all can hear me. Just give me a yes or no for y'all can hear. And then we'll keep on rolling. Okay, y'all say y'all can hear me back there. Let's get back in there. So, what I was saying is that, and some people gonna find this problematic. Some people gonna find this information hard to hear. But there aren't a lot of different people in the world. I'm sorry. We all been socialized the same. We all be wanting the same type of shit. We all get into the same type of arguments. This is why you can get into a group of people and talk about the woes of your relationship and everybody talking about me too. It be the same shit. Even though everybody think they different, people not that different. They're not. And that's what nobody really want to deal with that, because that'll knock this whole market out of the game. Because everybody want to feel special, don't they? And I understand that. And I get that. I feel like to be special takes work. You don't show up special. You don't come through this system, come through this socialization process and end up having special ideas or special personality traits. It don't happen like that. There's a good chance that you are on a roller coaster with yourself of your emotions. This is what everybody doing. And just so happens that men done got on this roller coaster too. Dudes being their feelings heavy. In their feelings. And I'm seeing it with this Russell Wilson shit. How y'all waking up every day talking about what this man doing? Talking about what he got and who you is compared to him. And, you know, all women want is these thug ass niggas. And, you know, I ain't no thug ass nigga. Just because you're not a thug ass nigga don't make you a good nigga. It don't make you a good nigga. I'm sorry. It don't make you a good dude. It don't mean that you have a moral fabric in you, that you are decent. It doesn't mean that. But that's the idea that's running out here. Again, y'all not different. It's a whole lot of the same ass motherfuckers running around out here. Don't nobody want to deal with it. Whole lot of the same. I see that shit from both sides. Women swearing they different. And nah, not really. Men swearing they different, and nah, not really. Not when you really start talking to these motherfuckers. Like, didn't I just talk to you? Wasn't I just in a similar type of relationship with you? But everybody wants to feel unique, even though it's unrealistic. And that blows my mind. That shit take work. It takes work to be that way. And I know y'all don't want to hear it. I know y'all don't like to hear it. But it is what it is. You've been socialized to believe you're different because what? You're a Sagittarius? Ain't that funny? Motherfuckers want to be so different, but then they team Sag and team Pisces and team Libra. Then y'all putting yourselves to saying y'all all the same. Right? Leos all the same. Y'all swear y'all all different, then y'all put yourselves all in these little different boxes. But you've been socialized to be like that. Us Scorpios, we just be like, what the fuck is that? That don't even make no sense. But these are the type of arguments that I see people have all the time, and it's so funny watching people claim that they different, and then claim that they all the same at the same time, and then they right back to being different. That's what's going on out here, and that's what's causing so many of these rifts and the expectations that we have from the opposite sex. I feel like that's causing problems. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I ain't getting on here acting like I got it all figured out, I got this shit in the bag and all that. No. But I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to what's happening to relationships due to social media. Due to everybody looking to celebrities and rich people and athletes as to a kind of a flow that they want their relationship to have. And you working and she working and y'all trying to work it out together. It's different. It's just different. You're not different. Like, I'm so sorry. And these relationship coaches aren't going to tell you this, because they need you to keep on giving your money for them to tell you shit you already really know. You just having a hard time dealing with the facts. Having a hard time dealing with the facts, having a hard time taking accountability for the decisions that we make. This is just what it is. You claim you want somebody different. You claim you want different, but you keep getting with the same person. You keep liking in this person the same thing you're gonna like in the next person, even though that attribute end up being a toxic attribute, because people love using that word toxic these days. So I'm gonna stick to the lingo at a times, right? You attracted to the same toxic behaviors in different people, and you act like you upgrade. No, you're not. No upgrade happening. And that's the accountability. You have to be accountable for that yourself. You can't blame nobody for that. You can't call Kevin Samuels and he help you with that. Huh? You ain't gonna be able to call him and get no help with that. Because he gonna tell you that you trash. That's all these motherfuckers are doing. Oh, you trash. They just saying it in different ways. I mean, that's really all everybody says. Oh, you had these issues in your life. Oh, you trash. You're gonna have to be accountable for your actions and stop being so damn trash. That's it. That's all they say. They just say it in different ways. Oh, you trash. You making bad decisions. And a lot of that is true. You have to take accountability for the decisions that you make. And what you also have to understand is that there aren't that many different people out here. It's just not like that. That is a facade that we have created in our mind. That is a facade that has been socialized into our psyches. Ain't that many different motherfuckers out here, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to be the bearer of bad, you know. But that's just how it is. Now, you have everybody trying to use different celebrities' relationships to make examples or open up dialogue and have certain conversations. But I mean, come on, man. It's been the same shit now. L'Oreal Harvey out here swapping niggas out left and right. And any man that's hating on that, that's on him. That's on him. And if a woman wants to do that, I feel like she should be allowed to do that. Do what you do. Do your shit the way you want to do it. I don't feel like we should be worried about nobody judging what the fuck we doing and how we doing it. Because ain't nobody got their shit together. That's a lie. Ain't nobody got their shit together. That's a motherfucking lie. People need to figure out what makes them happy and roll with that. That's it. That's how simple this shit is. Don't worry about what the fuck people talking about. You find what the fuck makes you happy and you roll with that. Because you the one got to live with your truth and the decisions that you make at the end of the day. Nobody else got to live with that. You do. And instead of chasing down these ideals, seeing pictures up online, and you'll see pictures where motherfuckers is all in love, or see these videos where people all in love, and then goddamn next year they broke up. How'd that happen? How'd that happen? They was in love, right? At least that's what y'all thought. Cause we throwing the word love around so quick. I saw a post the other day. Let me tell y'all. This is what I said the other day. Watch this. Michael B. Jordan, who was the one who's fucking with Lori Harvey right now, he said my love, or said he loved her, or some shit like that. And I know for a fact they ain't been fucking with each other for that long, because Lori Harvey was just fucking with somebody else. How quickly people claim love. I mean, people on earth, I feel like we love too fast. We be claiming that love shit real quick. Now, I don't know what Lori Harvey doing to these niggas. I don't know. You know, I can't say. I have no idea what she doing. Y'all know for a while there, people was making fun. You know, they used to talk about Erykah Badu and what she do to motherfuckers, right? And that was like a running joke. Like, Erykah be fucking these dudes up, fucking their minds up, right? I don't know what she doing. What I do know is people proclaim love real quick out here in these streets, and proclaim that they're going to be with somebody for forever real quick out here in these streets. And it don't be working out like that. Don't work out like that. You may start off like that when that shit new. It's feeling fresh to you. Until you start exploring the person that you fucking with. Almost like excavating. Y'all know, like archaeologists, how they excavate and shit. Digging up, finding bones. That ends up being what people do in relationships. Whether they want to do it or not, you get to dig it. Whether you want to dig or not, you get to understanding how this person is in different moods. How they deal with stress. How they deal with hardship. How they deal with loss. How they deal with feeling insignificant, unaccomplished. A motherfucker could feel accomplished on a Monday, and by next week they feel like shit. Feel like they ain't doing shit with their life. And then what'll happen is a lot of times they'll project this onto whoever they're with, whoever the closest person is to them. Casualties of war, a lot of times this is. And for some reason we feel as though we are supposed to be therapists for the motherfucker we fucking with. Oh, we gotta be therapists too. You can't just get to be in a relationship with somebody and just enjoy company and, you know, love the energy and just enjoy each other. No, you got to be a goddamn therapist too. That's a part of it. That's a part of this work. Once you start digging and seeing how they deal with different things, adversity, you got to be a goddamn therapist. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm damn near 40 years old. I'm not trying to be no therapist. I'm not trying to do that. Everybody has their own expectations of relationships, but I'll be damned if I be a therapist. I done got too old to be doing it. I mean, especially women of my age. I mean, come on, you should be doing your own damn therapy by now. You should be done worked your shit out. I don't want to be no therapist. Where I'm having arguments with somebody about something that they went through when they was 10 years old. No, I'm not trying to be no therapist. I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to argue with somebody about something they went through in their last relationship. And how niggas was trash and did this, that, and the other. I'm not trying to deal with that. You should have worked that out on your own. And to some, that may be trash. It might be motherfucker looking at this shit like that, like, man, hell nah, I want somebody, I need me a therapist. But I know I'm not trying to do that. Because I don't need no goddamn therapist. A woman don't have to come in and, do no extra work as far as my mentality is concerned. She ain't got to do none of that. It's not supposed to be like that. I would argue that. It's not supposed to be like that, even though that's what we deem as normal. And we're trying to create these still frame pictures. We trying to create entire relationships out of moments that we see online. Because these pictures are just moments. That's all they are. That's a moment. Almost seconds even. If that, it might be a millisecond. That's a moment. And you're trying to create your entire relationship off of these moments. Because we understand the relationships have their ups and downs, right? You may see Sierra and Future. We don't know what they really be going through. Not saying that, not Sierra and Future, but Sierra and Russell Wilson. We don't know what they really be going through. We know when they put on for the public, that shit look good. That's all I know as of now. Not saying it's bad or good. I have no idea. I think they both happy. But we don't really know the intricacies of their relationship. We don't know the agreements that they have for each other. We don't know that. We don't know nothing about that. We just see the pictures. And then come Valentine's Day, y'all know how y'all get. Valentine's Day just passed, right? Not too long ago. We'll start seeing all these pictures of people on with their Valentines and what this person doing for this person. And I swear social media made this shit so much more stressful. Because motherfuckers want to put on. You know what I'm saying? It's a competition. So now motherfuckers all online putting on what they did on Valentine's Day and got their cameras out and everybody, trying to chase this dream of Valentine's Day down that somebody else did. Like, come on, man. Come on. Y'all done seen people do this shit every year. And these same motherfuckers will be broke up next year. Same motherfuckers having relationship problems, going through ups and downs. By now, the facade should be over. All I see every day online is men and women arguing about how they can't get along. And why they can't get along. That's all I see every day. What the fuck y'all think y'all gonna get from that? I don't get it. What you think you gonna find out here dealing with that? Now, I'm not saying that what I see online, depicts the entirety of the population. But I mean, come on, man. What are people really going to get from that? You arguing about, women and their issues and what you don't like about them, and you arguing about men and their issues and what you don't like about them and what you've been through with them, and like, don't nobody really give a fuck if you think about it. Nobody really gives a fuck. Don't nobody really care. Like, you went through it. Okay, it's like, okay, you went through that. Ain't that something? These niggas is crazy and these niggas ain't shit. But you still gonna be fucking with niggas though, right? You still gonna be fucking with dudes. You still gonna do it. And the saddest part is that you're probably gonna do it the same way. Over and over again. That's the sad, harsh reality of it. We as a people feel like we are owed certain behaviors from other motherfuckers. We feel like we owed it. We owe perfection. Shit's supposed to be good. But it don't really work like that in real life. And by now, we should see that. Social media should have given us the lens that we need to see reality of and some of these dreams should be coming down that we done set up for ourselves. Some of this shit should be getting swapped out by now. But we still online sitting here looking at other people's relationships, wanting that for ourselves. Even though we don't know the intricacies of their relationships. We don't know. But we know that's what we want. At least we think we do. Because you don't know what a person had to give up. All I see every day is celebrities, flaunting their relationships and shit like that. Every day. And all black folk, and really all type of people, but mostly black folk. All on their commenting and shit, having their opinions about what the fuck people doing and who should not be staying with who. And it ain't none of your goddamn business. And matter of fact, if you keep your motherfucking mouth shut and focus on yourself, you may be further along in your goddamn relationship career. You could have been further. But you want to sit around and tell other motherfuckers who they supposed to be leaving. Oh, girl, I wouldn't put up with that. Really? Man, my nigga, I wouldn't even put up with that shit, man. I ain't gonna be no stepfather to nobody else's kids, man. Fuck these bitches that got kids already. They ain't shit. You know. Motherfuckers say any goddamn thing. Single as hell. Just be talking. Just be running their motherfucking mouth talking about what they'll do, what they won't do, what they'll put up with, what they won't put up with. Like, motherfuckers need to stop lying, man. How the hell you up on your goddamn high horse now and you done put up with that shit all your whole life? You just got a relationship dealing with the same shit. Now all of a sudden you want to tell a other motherfucker that they need to go ahead and leave. You didn't leave. You didn't go nowhere. The relationship had to crumble before you left. And it was hard for you to let it go even then. Because see, don't nobody want to be honest out this motherfucker. And that's one of my main problems. Don't nobody want to tell the truth. You rode that motherfucker till the wheels fell off and the rims too. And now you want to tell somebody in 2 weeks, girl, you need to go and leave. You need to hurry up and get the fuck up out of there. People can work shit out. I know y'all don't believe that shit. But motherfuckers be working shit out sometimes. Accepting each other's flaws. And, everybody got their own bag. You haven't figured out what your bag is yet. And that's your problem because you looking in their bag and you want what's in their bag instead of creating your own motherfucking bag and applying your bag to your life. That's the work you don't want to do. You want what everybody else got. You want what you saw on TV when you was coming up as a little young girl or a young man. You want you a ride or die bitch. And don't even got the stock to deserve one. But you want one. Another thing don't nobody want to factor in, motherfucker, what do you deserve? I seen motherfuckers, let me tell y'all this. I saw people going ham on B. Simone. Now, some of y'all may know B. Simone. She's a comedian, not funny at all to me. Be out here just being extra as fuck. But she made this video where she was talking about how women be having these lists of things that they want in a man, but don't have them things themselves. Now, we understand this isn't new information. There have been women, saying this type of stuff for a long time. It's really a biblical concept of where they talk about being equally yoked. How the fuck do you want all these attributes in a person and you don't have any of them yourself? I'm very cognitive of that. I think about that. I'm not going to sit here and want in a woman something I can't provide to her through me. That doesn't make any sense. But that's what motherfuckers do. They have these expectations in people and they ain't worth a fuck themselves. You want this perfect man, tall, money, gonna be there for you, through thick and thin or whatever the fuck. But that's not even who you are. You leave at the first sign of danger, at the first sign of trouble, at the first sign anything gets rocky, you getting the fuck up out of there. But you want somebody that's gonna stick by you. This shit's disgusting, really. But motherfuckers went ham on B. Simone's silly ass. They went ham on her. Like they ain't never heard it before. Women, you are going to have to realize that if you don't have the things that you have on your list, if the only thing that separates you from other women is that you have a job and you pay your own bills, that's nothing. Like, that's nothing. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't give you a slight edge, because there are bitches out here who don't work at all, lazy as fuck, just looking for men to use for their money. So I understand saying that you have your own job and you pay your own bills. I get you saying that. But your list got 35 things on there for what a man's supposed to have, and you only named 2 about yourself. I love how women can get on here and say that they are nurturing too. Women can just say they're nurturing. It doesn't really take, nobody has to prove it. It don't have to be proven that you're nurturing, because you can prove that you got a job and your own, pay your own bills. You can prove those things. Those are the things that you can touch. You know what I'm saying? But when motherfuckers start talking about the personality traits they have, I'm always skeptical of it. It's like, what is nurturing to you? What do you call being nurturing? Uplifting, inspirational. What do you call that? How do you know how that looks coming from you to another person? You don't know. Your shit could be trash. Your shit could use some work. Your motivational speeches could use some work, because every time you try to motivate a motherfucker, you don't do nothing but talk shit to him and pull him down. And to you, that may be nourishment. To you, that may be motivational. To you, that's normal to you. But you don't know. You don't know if that's nourishment for somebody's soul or not. But you gonna say it is, ain't you? You gonna say it is whether it is or not. That's problematic. Men be out here wanting all this shit from these women. And a man ashamed of the fact that he got him a job, don't he? And he pay his own bills. That's all everybody got to say about themselves. I got my own job and I pay my own bills. Men and women alike, that is all we got to say. So are you mating or looking for somebody that, you know, has a job and pays their own bills? Because that's not hard to find. But based on the failure rate of relationships and marriages, clearly that's not enough either. We still let motherfuckers tell us opposites attract. I don't believe in that shit. If a motherfucker ain't equally yoked with me in this black first, second, and third shit, we ain't got too much to talk about. I used to believe that you could sacrifice these things, these strong ideological reasons that you may have, that you could sacrifice those to be with somebody, but they are going to come back to cause destruction and dismay in your relationship every single fucking time. They just are. Whether you like them or not, that don't matter. It's going to come back and bite you in your ass. And it's going to be the downfall of your relationship. I can't have nobody that's not interested in black power and black pride and standing up for their blackness. I can't be with a woman that don't have those things on her list of things that she good at after she tells me she got a job and pay her own bills. I can't, I mean, what else? After that, then you ain't got nothing? You go, okay, money. Okay, you can make money. Okay, but see, that's not all that's important to me. So therefore, that ain't going, I mean, that's cool, but that's not all that's important to me. What's in your mind? Are you willing to learn? These types of things are important to me. They didn't used to be. And as we get older, we understand that the things we want in a person, they change. Things that we thought we wanted, they are swapping out. We're beginning to get more mature. You see? You get more mature. So now you want a little bit more. Because you seen what somebody just having good dick did to your life. You done had time to see what that do. Okay, that dick was good, but yeah, he didn't have nothing else, right? You see what good pussy done did to your life. That pussy was good, but that bitch sure was aggy, right? You done had time to see all that, so now you mature. You don't have a choice but to mature, or you're gonna be making the same complaints over and over again, year in and year out. And we got to be realistic about this shit, man. We gotta be. And I'm getting so tired of seeing people you know, just talking shit, running their mouth like they got the way and telling people what the fuck they need to do. And I mean, that shit ain't gonna work, y'all. It ain't worked yet. It ain't worked yet, y'all. People gonna do what the fuck they want to do. People gonna be in the relationships they want to be in, and either they gonna be happy or they not. It is what it is. Sometimes people are not gonna make you happy for a long period of time. They may only give you happiness in doses. That may be all they got. Because all you wanted them to have was a job and pay their own bills. That's all you cared about. You didn't care about what was inside of them, what they had to really, really bring to the table. We don't be caring about that shit for real. We act like we do, we talk like we do, we comment on social media like we do, but we don't put that shit into practice. And we don't think about who we are as we're choosing mates or choosing people to fuck with. We don't even think about ourselves. You know damn well you don't like this thing right here. But you letting it slide, you know you don't like it. But it's going to come back. It's always going to come back. You don't like that shit. You letting it slide right now because you like them. They making you laugh right now. But you know you don't fuck with that shit. It's going to come back to bite you. And now you're going to act like you the goddamn victim. That's what we all get to do when it comes to relationships. Both men and women alike. We get to all be the victims. That's all these conversations lead to. Everybody a victim. It ain't getting us nowhere, but everybody a motherfucking victim though. You talk about Lori Harvey, you're gonna have a bunch of motherfucking victims come out here. You talk about motherfucking Russell Wilson and Sierra shit, you're gonna have a bunch of motherfucking victims coming out here. Both men and women alike. Conversation ain't getting nowhere. Hasn't progressed at least since I've been paying attention. That's for the last at least 15 years. Conversation ain't moved, ain't budged. Everybody a victim. Everybody falling for the same lies over and over and over again. How much longer? People ain't perfect out here. I don't know what the fuck y'all thinking. I don't care how good they look. A lot of us get caught up in the physical, and I get it. I mean, I've seen some of the asses out here. I've seen some of the beautiful women that we have out here. We get caught up in appearances a lot. And I get that. And I understand that. That's the first thing that's going to attract you to a person. Is their appearance. That motherfucker fine as hell. What's in their mind? What's in their mind? Because that's what the relationship going to be built off of. I mean, looks can hang you on for a little while. Sex can hold you on for a little while. But at the end of the day, the thing that's going to create longevity is what's in their mind. And y'all know that. We all know that by now. It's going to be what's in their mind. How do y'all vibe with each other? And y'all know damn well you can't use this zodiac shit y'all be on. Because that shit is flawed as a bitch. Ain't it? That shit told you was compatible with him, didn't it? No, you're not. Because this motherfucker had a fucked up ass childhood. Now they want to take that shit out on everybody they see. Don't matter when they was born. Don't matter if they a motherfucking goddamn Capricorn. It doesn't matter. Because they scorned. They got baggage. So them being a Capricorn doesn't fucking matter. And I need y'all to stop fucking saying this stupid ass shit. Because a lot of times y'all setting yourselves up for bullshit by going off of this, what y'all call spiritual systems. When you have to factor in a person's psychology. You also have to factor in how a person has been socially engineered. I can't do nothing with a socially engineered woman. But that's what most women are. So what I'm going to do? Am I going to sit out here and cry every goddamn day? No. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to go chase posts down and cry every day. Woe is me. I can't find a woman that got boom, 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 boom. No, I'm not going to do that. Because I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got time to do that. But what we do instead is complain, be victims, and keep trying to figure out ways. And by now you should see there is no certain way. Sometime it work, y'all, and sometime it don't. Sometime it'll work for a little longer than other times, and sometime it won't. This shit is random. And I know people hate to deal with that. I know that shit makes people mad, because they feel like, you know, they got that shit from religion, that God has a plan for this. No, I'm sorry. There is no plan. That's what you've been feeding yourself, and you've been trying to force that shit into your life. You've been trying to force it into your motherfucking life hard as you can. There is no plan. Sorry. You can look at somebody else, you can try to mimic them, but that don't mean it's gonna work. There is no plan. This shit is random as fuck. All you can do is get as close to somebody that you feel like you can be able to put up with and deal with, even when they have their little slips. They're not huge slips. They're not huge disagreements. They're not disagreements that's happening every day, because you're going to have these disagreements and ideological differences. You're going to have those. They're going to show up. But you got to make sure you fuck with somebody that you're not having to do that shit all the time with. To where it's almost always okay. That has to be the measure at which we go into relationships. Because children are being brought into these things. Now, Lori Harvey has had the decency enough to she's not getting pregnant. She ain't got no kids or nothing like that. She ain't out here, you know, getting pregnant by different dudes and stuff like that. She out here just playing the field, doing what she do. She's had the decency enough to at least do that. She ain't brought no kids into this shit. Because a lot of times, that's what we doing. A lot of us is bringing kids into this shit. And you know damn well kids don't make no relationship worse. I would argue that kids add more strains on relationship. Now, they may give you a reason to try to stay with the person, to try to work it out with the person, but they're not going to hold that shit together. Not going to do it. Kids cannot do that. It is impossible, and by now we should know that kids can't do it. We have to stop waiting till after the kid is born to try to force some type of relationship. Ain't gonna work. Men and women alike, not gonna work. Because for just as many women as I've heard tell me that they gonna try to get pregnant by a dude to keep a dude, or that's their ideology, it's men to say that same little stupid ass shit. Maybe not as many, but it's men say, I'm gonna get her pregnant, bro. I'll lock that down. Getting somebody pregnant don't lock nothing down, bro. Don't nothing lock nobody down. Ain't y'all learned nothing? Y'all ain't learned shit yet, have you? Here we are in so-called year 2021, and y'all ain't learned shit. There is no guarantee to lock nobody down, no matter what the fuck you do. These are facts. Harsh facts maybe, but they're facts nonetheless. There is no way to lock nobody down. Y'all thought marriage would do it, didn't you? Divorce rate is at an all-time high. There is nothing you can do. But understand that things are going to happen at random. When you sense yourself in a bad situation that you don't want to fuck with, you need to get out of it, because all you're going to do is end up collecting baggage. I'm not going to tell you not to try, but all you're going to end up doing is collecting baggage to take to another motherfucker. It's all you end up doing. Let it go. This shit is random, y'all. Deal with that. Good chance you're not special. I'm sorry. Deal with that. Special takes work. I will say that again. And I'm going to revisit this topic more than once, because I want everybody to know this. This is one of them things that a whole book need to be written about. Motherfucker, you're not special. You're not. Same religious beliefs of some kind that you have. You got the same type of dreams. You just want to get out here and get money. You want to get married. You want to have a house. You want the so-called American dream. You either, most of y'all Democrats if you're black. Most of y'all Christians if you're black. You're not different. You're not special. Weaved up, Jordaned up, care more about a goddamn car or some material thing than you do your own goddamn kids, you're not different. You're not special. You're not unique. Listen, if there was something I could do about it, I would. But it just so happens that we all are socially engineered the same way. And none of us fight to get out of the social engineering. We don't fight to do that. I mean, I've made a goddamn a piece of my life to fight against social engineering. Recognize when I'm being on some social engineering shit to try to fight against that. That's a real thing for me. But you talk to motherfuckers, they're not different, y'all. They're not different. Their convictions are not different. Their beliefs aren't different. So we have to get out of this idea that we different. And we have to get out of this idea that we, not only are we different, we only different sometimes. It's selective difference. Because if I tell you I'm an Aries, you're going to say, oh, me too. You're going to say we just alike. That's millions of people right there. You can't be different. We are fighting tooth and nail to make ourselves the same every single day. That's all we doing. We want the same relationship. We want the same shit everybody else got. You don't really know what make you happy. You know what somebody told you to make you happy. You know what you've been programmed to believe would make you happy. That's all you know. You don't know nothing else. You've been socially engineered. Good chance most of us were started with relationships way too goddamn early anyway. Huh? Can I get a witness or no? Ain't nobody wanna... You started being in relationships too goddamn early. You didn't even know who you was. You didn't know who you was. You didn't know what you like, really. We just had boyfriends and girlfriends and shit. We just jumped right on in there. 17, talking about you got a man. How? 17 ain't a man. You don't even know who you are at 17. You fucking. That might make you feel grown. Right? But hell, if you ask me, we don't even talk the right way to look at sex. We ain't talk the right way, y'all. That shit ain't, you know. We're not taught the right way to look at it, so it doesn't begin to shift our emotions to lead us astray. Because a certain type of pussy and dick, it'll lead you astray. Especially with women. I know when y'all dealing with dick, boy, I tell you. But I can't say that the same with pussy. I done seen dudes kill whole families over some pussy.